Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for spearheading this hearing, and thank you for raising the alarm about the need to protect Central Florida. Terrorism's on the march. Last month's attack in Orlando was the deadliest attack in the United States since September 11, 2001. And of course, last night, terrorists mowed down more than 80 people in Nice, France, by running them over with a truck. Our homeland security efforts must adapt to this growing threat, a threat posed by what is a global jihad. As Chairman Mica mentioned, despite numerous appeals from Orlando officials and Chairman Mica himself, the Department of Homeland Security and Federal Emergency Management Agency denied Urban Area Security Initiative funding to Orlando for the last 2 years and has only allocated $1 million in the last 4 years. FEMA's reasoning was that the terrorists were unlikely to attack Orlando, but FEMA was wrong. The Department of Homeland Security and the Federal Emergency Management Agency must allocate preparedness funding in a way that recognizes recent terrorist trends. Specifically, FEMA must change its risk-ranking methodology and needs to listen to the appeals of cities that are closest to the threat. They're on the ground. They're the first responders. They know what the risk is. People pour into Central Florida every year, and the greater Orlando area contains a number of so-called soft targets, such as amusement parks, which see large numbers of people congregate in one location. Suicidal terrorists seek out soft targets because it allows them to inflict a large amount of damage in a relatively short period of time. The Orlando area is at risk, and we need the government's methodology to reflect this fact. I agree with law enforcement personnel from Central Florida, including Sheriff Demings, that the relative risk score for Orlando should also include Volusia and Brevard counties. A cohesive strategy that includes these counties, both of whom sent assistance following the terrorist attack at the Pulse nightclub, will better protect communities in Central Florida, and UASI funding should recognize this. I look forward to hearing from Sheriff Demings and Chief Mina on their appeals to the federal government and how UASI funding can help Orlando. These are very busy and trying times for law enforcement, and I appreciate Sheriff Demings and Chief Mina testifying today, and I yield back the balance of my time.